Today in NBA 2K26, I am putting Victor Wembanyama on every NBA team. As you can see, we're here on NBA 2K26 here, going through all the rosters, and of course we have Victor Wembanyama on every single team. Let's see how things play out on 2K26 with Victor on every roster. So we're going to be starting out here with the Philadelphia 76ers, for example, because why not here instead of Embiid at the top of the roster. If we do have Victor Wembanyama, I'm going to go over a brief rundown on each of the teams very quickly. Not going to go too far in depth because you get the point. Victor is on every single team. So of course, adding Victor on every single team, every team is going to be better because of this. However, that doesn't mean that they're going to end up winning. Of course, it's going to be dependent, such as, the Lakers here getting Victor is going to be more valuable than such as the Nuggets getting Victor because of who they already have at center. So starting out here with these Sixers here, Victor and Embiid going to be a very interesting duo there. They're not going to win. Giannis and Victor, of course, let's see if they can literally carry that team to a championship. The Bulls here, so for teams like the Bulls, the Jazz, the Hornets, they basically are already out. I feel like it doesn't even matter adding Victor onto this team. They're still not going to win. However, these Victors on the poor teams are going to put up big numbers here and have the highest chance for all NBA honors. Of course, winning MVP as well. We've got the Cavs here. They're going to be pretty good. I think they have a chance at winning. Of course, the Celtics, I don't think they do. The Clippers will be pretty good here. Grizzlies, they're going to be more lower middle of the pack. Hawks, that's kind of dependent on how things play out there. Heat, not so much. I am interested to see how, such as the Lakers, for example, the Knicks are going to be pretty good. The Lakers, for example, Luka, Victor, and LeBron, can they win a championship? Who knows? The Mavs also, I think, going to be very good here. Of course, they have a lot of centers on that roster, though, so that's something to take note of. The Nets here, obviously, are not going anywhere. He might win MVP, that Victor, but they're not going anywhere. Pacers, let's see if they go back to the NBA Finals there, and so on and so forth. It seems like the Thunder there and the Rockets, I think, will be pretty good out there in the West. Obviously, they're already good. Adding Victor there, going to be even better. Timberwolves, I think, have a pretty good shot as well. Either way, also the Warriors, I think, have a decent chance here. Either way, I'm going to see you all at the end of the season here. Let's kick into the simulation. Let's see how things play out in the NBA with Victor Wembanyama on every single team. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Let's hope for some great results. And at the end of the season, Victor Wembanyama on the New York Knicks is the MVP, 22 points and 11 rebounds, 4 assists a game for him this season. We got Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year with the Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis, 6th Man of the Year, obviously because Victor's going to be starting down in Atlanta. We got Victor Defensive Player of the Year with Charlotte. And of course, Most Improved Player is Victor Wembanyama on the Chicago Bulls. That's what you like to see. On the All-NBA First Team is all Victor on the Knicks, the Sixers, the Nets, the Thunder, and the Chicago Bulls. Going to the second team, it's going to be him on the Pelicans, with, of course, Nikola Jokic as well as Victor on the Pacers, the Wizards, and the Charlotte Hornets. The All-NBA third team is Luka Doncic with Victor on the Blazers, Celtics, Heat, and the Suns. All defensive first team, Sixers, Pacers, Nets, Knicks, and Hornets, Victor. And on the all defensive second team, we got Nuggets, Wizards, Spurs, Kings, and Celtics, Victor Wembanyama. Checking out the NBA standings first before we get to the statistics here. Let's go to the NBA standings. We're going to start out in the Western Conference. The Timberwolves were the first seed. They're out in the West, 68-14 on the season. Next was the Mavericks at 60-22, Thunder 53-29. Clippers pretty close. Nothing too crazy here. Obviously, the Warriors were pretty good. Like I said, the Pelicans honestly are a little bit better than I thought. But honestly, the biggest thing here is with the Rockets and the Lakers. I'm genuinely shocked that they're not higher here. Actually, neither of them even made the play in there, as Lakers and Rockets were the 11th and the 12th seed. Checking out the Eastern Conference here, we got the Knicks, the first seed, the Cavs second. The Hawks were very good, Pacers as well. The Bulls actually did a lot better than I thought, even the Raptors as well. I'm kind of shocked that the Celtics did not do as good. In all honesty, the Bucks, I think, actually could have been a little bit better because they're just so front heavy there with Victor and Giannis. But hey, you never know how things are going to play out, especially on NBA 2K26. Let's go to the league leaders here, Chris, in that regard. So this Victor on the Thunder here, actually, out of all the Victors, had the most points, 29.9, almost 30 a game right there. Right there with Shea, that's a lot of scoring right there. On the Chicago Bulls, he had 27. Blazers 26, Wizards 26, Nets 26, the Sixers 26, Curry as well. Pretty much all around, but I'd say 24-ish. Looking at these ones here, 24, 25-ish points a game. Let's go to the rebounding department as well. Obviously, all Victors here in the top 10, and it goes all the way up to, let's see, number 20 here. So top 19 is all Victor. About 11 rebounds a game. This one on the Wizards had the most. And the Hornets here makes sense. Obviously, the teams aren't as good. You're going to need more rebounds in that regard. Going to the assist department, obviously, none of them are that high because, Victor doesn't get too many assists, but we're looking at about 4 or 5 in that area. Going to the block department here, also curious on that one here. All Victors at the beginning, about 3 blocks a game. Especially the one the Hornets led the most, he had 3.4, 3, 3, 3, you know, it keeps going on and so forth. So all around, I would say about 24 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, you know, 2 steals and 3 blocks a game for all the Victors. Insane. Just imagine having that on your team. So we're going to simulate the play in here. We're going to be taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. That's the normal Spurs team with the Victor on there as well. Clippers, Nuggets, Thunder, Warriors, Mavs, Pelicans. Then out east we got the Knicks and the Magic, the Pacers, Bulls, Hawks, Sixers, and the Cavs and the Toronto Raptors. It's going to simulate the first round here. Go round by round basis and see what happens. Obviously, the Spurs have been limited. It makes sense. Nothing too crazy here. Obviously, all these go as planned. It looks like on all these. Wow, they're all like 4-0 or 4-1. There was no competition in that first round at all. Let's go to the second round here, and then let's see if that's a little bit closer. We do end up with game 7 here between the Clippers and the Mavericks. Clippers take that one 138 to 130. Julius Randle on the Timberwolves there, he had 26. Victor had 24, 13, 5, 3, and 4, but that wasn't enough. Clippers Victor had 31, 14, 2, and 3, leading Clippers to victory. Down here, we also had a game 7 between Dallas and the OKC Thunder here, and it's going to be the OKC Thunder losing. Dallas is going to be winning here, 30 points for Shea, 19, 8, 6, 3, and 2 for Victor here. So we had Dallas and Los Angeles in the Western Conference Finals. Out east, nothing too crazy here. The Knicks and the Cavs are just blowing right through them. So who's ever going to win that one? Whoever wins this one's going to the NBA Finals. Simulate this round as well. And it's going to be the Dallas Mavericks out west as Victor's your Western Conference Finals MVP, 24, 9, and 3 for him. Out east, Victor Wembanyama on the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, 23, 13, and 6 for him. That's what you like to see. So this one here was actually a very one-sided because Dallas won 5 games. But on the other end here, this one went 2-7 actually, 112 to 105. Brunson 36 for them. The Knicks Victor only had 10 points, crazy. But on the other end here for Cleveland, 34, 14, and 4. So you never know what's going to happen here, especially on 2K26. So we got a big difference here. We're going to go into the NBA Finals. I do want to get some game action here at some point. I think it'd be fun to see. So hopefully we get a good 6-7 game series here on 2K26. So the Mavericks and the Cavs are here in the NBA Finals. Game number 1 will be going to Dallas, 120 to 112. Kyrie 37 for Dallas, 22 for AD, 15, 7, and 2, and 4 blocks for Victor. On the other end, we got Donovan Mitchell, 31, 6, and 6, 22, 10, 3, 3, and 2. Wow, they're crazy. It was 1 and 6 from 3 though, but you know, it is what it is. Dallas takes game 1 over Cleveland. Game number 2 though will also be going to Dallas, 109 to 96. Anthony Davis had 25, 7, 3 in this one, 22, 14, and 3 for Victor Wembanyama. On the other end here, Victor 19, 9, 5. Darius Garland had 22. So Cavs got a win here, otherwise it's not looking good. What about in game number 3? Dallas also takes game number 3 here, 105 to 102, 22, 7, 5 for Donovan Mitchell, 17, 9, 4, 2, and 4 for Victor Wembanyama, 24, 3, and 7 for Kyrie Irving, 16, 12, 4, and 4 for Victor. It's now a 3-0 series here. Let's see what happens because this is not looking good for Cleveland at all. Let's go to Simcast here actually for this last game here because you never know. Hopefully Cleveland comes back and we get a little bit more competitive series here. Dallas has been really like taking away this game here and taking away the whole series here. We got a close one on our hands here, 115 to 114 here, 117, 116. Let's hop into this game. Let's see if Dallas can win NBA championship. Alright, so we're here in the ball game here, 117 to 116 between these two squads here. Dallas is up by 1. If they win this game, they'll be winning the NBA championship. We got Anthony Davis out there with the ball over to Derek Lively and Victor and Gaffers all out there at the same time. What is this Dallas Mavericks lineup here? You know the 2K does crazy lineups. Victor here with the steal on the other end for Cleveland. Darius Garland with the ball. Hopefully Cavs are able to put something together here. Victor inside over Derek Lively, and that one is good. He's going to get the little hook shot to go. 118, 117 for the Cleveland Cavaliers now. Just over 1 minute left to go in this ball game. Surprised, like, where is Kyrie Irving in this game? But inside, though, to Anthony Davis, who actually should have just taken the layup there, but he, for some reason, tries to throw it into the corner. It's stolen by Donovan Mitchell here. Just getting passed over to Darius Garland on the offensive end. 57 seconds left to go to DeAndre Hunter for 3, and that one is good by Cleveland. 121 to 117. A huge clutch 3 for DeAndre Hunter. Let's see what happens here on the other end. Dallas Mavericks are honestly blowing this game. They could have easily won here, but they got this crazy lineup here. The all-centers lineup plus Klay Thompson. Obviously, let's see what happens here. AD, he has Donovan Mitchell on him at the moment. What's he going to do? 8 seconds left to go in the shot clock. AD inside, over out to Klay Thompson for 3, and that one is off. Victor with the rebound here. He's going to get fouled on the other end by Anthony Davis. I mean, I'm telling you, this Cleveland's pretty good here, but obviously this Dallas lineup here, it makes no sense. Obviously there goes much better for this roster here. What are they going to do? We got Kyrie Irving here with the ball. That's Williams, my bad. And then we got a timeout here by Dallas here. Let's see if they come back in this ball game. They're currently down 6 here with 29 seconds left to go. Still, anything's possible. Still misses the first free throw, but it's going to be the Cavs winning this ball game here as he makes the second one. Let's go into the next game and see what happens. Let's hop in the Simcast here again for game number 5 in the series here. Obviously, the Cavs just won that one, extending the series. Let's see if Dallas can finish the series off in 5 games here. They got a good lead going into the fourth quarter here, and it looks like that's going to be the conclusion of the series. 149 to 110. It wasn't even close. Kyrie Irving had 47 and 10. This one 31, 8 and 4 for Victor Wembanyama. Victor on the Cavs at 36, 12 and 5, 3 blocks as well, putting together his best effort there, but it's not going to be enough. The Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA championship, and Kyrie Irving is your Finals MVP, 27, 5 and 7. So that's going to be the conclusion of today's video. So if every single team in the NBA had Victor Wembanyama on their team, it's going to be the Dallas Mavericks going home with the NBA championship. So if you enjoyed today's video, let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. If you want me to do any of your players, let me know as well. I'll be happy to do so. If not, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.